Hey everybody, welcome back to another monthly update for Lee and Collier County. This is the video that I do at the beginning of each month to let you know what's really going on in Lee and Collier County with the home sales, pendings, the market prices, all that fun stuff. So stick around for a few minutes and let's jump into what happened at the end of 2023. And then we'll talk a little bit as well about the year in its entirety. And also, if you stick around till the end, I may give you a little bit of insight on what I believe is going to happen in 2024. So let's take a look here. I'm going to share my screen with you, and I want you to be able to see this graph that I love using. It's called InfoSpark. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way for you. And let's pull this up so that you can see all of Collier County, which is this teal line here. And then you can see Lee County, which is this orange line here. Now, as you can see, all price ranges is my filter, all property types, single family condos, any bedroom, any size, new construction and resale is what we're looking at. And then also over here on this side, these percentages, when you see 13% of an increase in the median price, that is based on this number here. And if we compare that all the way back until December of 2022. So that's what we're looking at. Those two, that's the difference. Although this graph here goes all the way back to the beginning of 2022, these numbers that we'll see here is just the last 12 months, basically here, January of 2023, December of 2022. So let's jump in. I want to go through these tabs. The median home price, as I just mentioned, has gone up in regards to just this month here of January, the end of December. And if we compare that, like I said, back to December for Collier County. Now, Lee County, different story there. Lee County has increased 3% based on that number from December. But you can see from these charts that if you were to draw a line from back here, let's say January of 2022, we have had a steady increase in the median home prices. Now for Lee County, we've also had a steady increase. If you look here from 2 years ago, the median home price was around $360, and now we're up around $386. Now, if you bought a home for $360 2 years ago and it was close for sale for like $390 now, that's good. There's nothing wrong with those numbers. That is a healthy margin. We're talking about 3% year over year. Now let's jump into new listings. Before I move on, let me mention this. They're not going down, right? You do not see a trend anywhere in here of the home prices going down. Other than just right here, we see a trend in Lee County over the course since basically May when it had come up to this point, right? Both counties have either a steady or increase over the last 12 months. And then Collier County has a nice little jump just because of this last month here. We've probably had a few homes that closed in the multi-million dollars that really pushes that up. New listings. So how many homes are coming on the market? This is typical, by the way, of December numbers. It typically dips because what we normally will see in January, which we saw here for both counties, it skyrockets up because if you know the market, you know the people around here. We have a lot of people from up north that come down to Florida, from overseas people come. And so this is when sellers typically wait to put their homes on the market. So no concern there. That's a typical graph movement that we see year over year. How many homes are currently for sale? And yes, the inventory has gone up over the last year, even into the last 2 years. A lot of reporters will show you these numbers and say, oh, inventory in Collier and Lee County went up 45% in Collier County, 74% in Lee County. And yes, that's true. But overall, these were pretty low numbers, and these were really low numbers. I do want to show you this. Let's look back 5 years. We are still below what we saw pre-pandemic numbers to be in regards to both counties. They're still slightly lower than what they were during that more of a normal real estate market. And you can see from Lee County, it looks like that took a dip down. Collier County, we've slowed that big push up that we've ran over the last 3 months. Let's go back here. We'll change that. Let's look at pending home sales. So pending home sales has continued to slow. And again, we typically see this anyways once we hit the summer months, June, July, August. It started a little bit earlier last year because, again, the interest rates, if you remember, kept going up and up, up and up every month. But now we're seeing the pending home sales I believe what we're going to see here is this will, as we get into the busy part of our year, this will shoot up, very similar to what we saw here. When you hit December, it's the slow month, and then we get into January and it starts to go back up as it did last year as well too. Over the course of January, February, March, home sales went up, and that will happen again this year, I believe, as well. Total sales, we see that has we trended down for quite some time, but now that is flattened out, and it looks like we are going to move up on total sales as well. What's the average days on market? The median days on market, we can see that has hit a point where we kind of plateaued, and now we're steadying back out. Again, this is relatively very low for both county, 34 to 35 days on market. And I want to show you this again, the 5-year stretch. We are still below what we were back 2020, where we were in the 40s, 50s, and 60 days on market on average. We are still way below that number. Month supply, if we didn't have any more homes come on the market, how long would it take us to sell everything we have? About 5.5 to 6 months. Now, we are still in that range to where most real estate agents and economists will say that this is a healthy number, because when it is in that 4 to 6 month range of inventory and month supply, home prices typically over the years would increase anywhere from 2, 3, or 4% when it stays in that price, in that amount of days on market, month supply. So that's what we're looking at. Now, if this continues to trend up, it will become a buyer's market. But right now, it's right in the middle of where most people like to see it. Percent of list price did the sellers get, and that has been fairly steady over the course of the last 5 months. But we do see here for Collier County, it took a slight dip over month, and then for Lee County, it has increased just a little bit month over month. You can see here not much change in regards to negotiation over the course of the last 12 months. So if you're looking to purchase a house, there is some negotiating room. It's probably not a ton, but there is some. And again, it all depends on what the listing agent has priced the home at, if they're way overpriced or way underpriced. Now, last but not least, I do want to give you a little bit of a prediction of what I believe is going to happen in 2024. I was talking with somebody about this again this morning. So over the course of the last 10 weeks now, interest rates have gone down. Week over week, they are continuing to drop. We saw a height of interest rates at just over 8%. We are already below the 6.5% mark. So it's dropped over 1.5% over the course of the last 2 months. And from what we're hearing from the Fed, they're going to continue to drop their basis points at least 3 times in the course of the next 12 months, which typically means the mortgage rates will continue to move with that as well. So I expect that as those rates do come down, we may see in the high 5s. And as that continues to happen, we will see the activity of buyers pick up, which what does that typically mean? As buyer activity picks up, home prices and competitiveness within purchasing a home, we may see some bidding wars in the next 2 to 3 months as that happens. So I do believe home prices will continue to trend up slowly this year. It may be anywhere from about 3 to 5% over the course of the next 12 months. Now, that's different in every market. We have an interesting market around here. I believe ours will continue to do that. If you're in other parts of the country watching this, you may continue to see a decline, like we've seen in some big high populous areas where the price of homes were way overpriced and people could not afford those. We saw the prices, and we've already been seeing the prices over the course of the last 12 months decline pretty steadily. Not so for us here in Lee and Collier County, and I hope that stays the same. I hope we do not see a huge decline in any home prices, but a nice, healthy, steady increase in the home prices. I'm John C. here in sunny Southwest Florida. If you have any questions, feel free to call, text, or email me anytime. Would love to serve you. Have a great week.